What is going on, my fellow collectors? I am very excited to be showing you tonight the Comic-Con exclusive 2016 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video game figures, or arcade slash video game figures. Very cool set. I've wanted these for so long. The price on these guys is a little bit crazy. You know, I kind of went the scary way, and I went on eBay and found a seller that was in China. So I know that's a little bit iffy. I know that's not the smartest thing to do, but the price wasn't crazy low where I knew it was a knockoff, and it wasn't ridiculously high that was gonna, you know, really hurt the bank. So I got them at a reasonable price. I mean, it's still expensive for what I paid, but it was, I think it was $116, and that was with free shipping. Now the shipping took like 45 days. It was ridiculous. And then when I did get the boxes, you'll see it was all banged up. So, but I mean, the seller was cool. I'm just glad I got them. They look awesome, but we're gonna take them off the stand, look at each individual one a little bit closer, and then also show you the box, because the box itself is actually really cool. So let's get started. Alright, so let's take a look at the awesome packaging that comes with this, as I'm going to try to get it all in view. But you get this really cool old arcade style, you know, picture up front of all the Ninja Turtles. It says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Nickelodeon. It's got the 2016 Comic-Con exclusive sticker on it. The top, we get, as you see, my poor damaged box, but you get Nickelodeon, you get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. On the bottom, you get the people responsible, NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, barcode. And on the back, you get this really cool shot. I love this. This is like what we used to see in the arcades when you're picking your player. But you get this really cool image of all four of the turtles there. My poor box. Ugh. And on the side, I don't know if I'm going to be able to even show you guys that, but yeah. Get that little image on the side of the fake April O'Neil and the two turtles, and you get that same exact thing on the back. But the really cool thing about this is this flips down, and you get this nice open clamshell, and in the back there's even a kind of backdrop of the street of the arcade. And then you get this part of it, which is just so cool. I mean, it's actually the top of the arcade of how it used to look with the joysticks and the buttons and everything. I mean, how cool is that? Just really nice job on this box. I wish mine wasn't so banged the heck up. It even has like the little how to play, sticker. So cool. So very nice job on the box. You know, I mean, it would make a great display piece, pulling that down with the buttons. Very cool. Great nostalgia feeling there. But that's the box. Let's take a look at these awesome turtles. Okay, so now taking a look at the turtles and all the accessories that you do get. You do get each of the weapons for each of the turtles, and they're done very nice. I mean, Leonardo's swords are done really nice. All the accessories the turtles can hold very well. But here's a shot of Leonardo's swords. I mean, they're pretty basic, pretty plain, but you know, nice sculpting. It looks just like it did in the video game. Same thing with Raphael's size. You know, not very, you know, nothing to it, just nice sculpt on the size. You get Donatello's bow, which does pop apart in the middle, so you can put it on his hands easier, but nicely sculpted. And then you get Michelangelo's nunchucks, which actually have little chains on them. Very nice. And the very cool thing about Michelangelo's nunchucks is he also comes with this part that you can, you know, pull off one of the handles and plug that into it, and this even spins. How freaking cool is that? Very cool. And as far as all of those accessories, you do get this pizza box, which was in the game, and even has a little pixelated pizza. Very cool. Nice little accessories. And then the turtles do come with alternate hands that you can put on any one of them. But basically you get a hand, you know, for holding the weapons. You get a flat hand. You get another hand for holding the weapons. And they all have hinges in them. And there is even one hinge, I believe, that goes up and down instead of in and out. But you get a thumbs up. You get a kind of pointed finger. You get another weapon holding hand. You get another kind of flat, relaxed hand. And was that all of them? And then another hand, thumbs up hand. So you can put those on, you know, any one of the turtles you want, and do those and put those on any hand you want. So let's take a closer look at all the turtles. Are exactly the same. The only difference is the letter in the belt and the color. That's it. So we're just going to pick one turtle and take a closer look at the figure itself and the articulation. Okay, so taking a closer look at these turtles, I'm just going to use Leonardo for the reference, but as you can see, they are done very, very well. I mean, just the paint is done very well all over these figures. Very nicely painted on the bandana and the mouth. This chest piece is, you know, it's kind of like a softer material, but you get all the little pixelated lines that you do, you know, within the game, because it's made to look like the game. But I mean, NECA did a great job. So some people might not like that, but I mean, I think it just looks absolutely stunning how they did it and how it came out. And it's very nice, vibrant colors, you know, very vibrant green. But you see it kind of still continues with those pixels all the way throughout the figure. Even, I mean, even in the inside. Just absolutely brilliant the way they did it. Taking a look at the shell, I forgot to mention that Leonardo has a spot for his swords, so you could put his swords, you know, in there. Donatello has the same thing on his back where you could put his bow. And was it Raphael? No, I think it was, maybe it was Michelangelo. No, so it was just Leonardo, and there's Donatello. See, he's got his little spot for his bow. But again, the shell is just done really nice, painted really well. I like how they used, you know, the darker paint within the shell to kind of bring it out. Get the pixels again on the belt, done very nicely. Back of the figure is very, very dark, but you get nice sculpting all throughout. Just an excellent, excellent job on these figures. And the bandana themselves do have a peg so you can rotate them, which is nice. You don't get that a lot with bandana figures. And as far as the articulations, they don't fail there either. Very nice range of articulation. As far as the head, you do get a little bit of down and a little bit of up just on the ball joint itself. And then the neck hinges to give you a little bit more and a little bit back. So that neck does move forward and back. Now as far as the arms, they do go up about that much. And then of course it will rotate all the way around. You get a bicep swivel. You get a double jointed elbow, which gives you a nice little bit of range. Not the best, but you do get about 90 degrees out of that. And of course you can also rotate on the elbow joint as well. Of course the hands do swivel and hinge. Now there isn't, of course you're not going to have any, you know, movement as far as a crunch You can kind of turn it a little bit, but I think yeah, I mean, because this bottom part right here, I guess has so there is a waist twist in there, as you can see. But I mean, you're not going to get any kind of crunch. You're only just going to get forward by moving the legs forward and back. But as far as the legs, you do have a thigh rotation, which is there, but man, that one is really tight. But there's that one. You do get double jointed knees, which not only do they look good, give you a decent amount of range. And the foot basically just swivels around itself. I mean, you don't really get much. You get a little bit forward, you don't really get much back, and you don't really get a lot of pivot. Very, very subtle pivot in there. But yeah, I mean, overall, great articulation on these guys. All four of them together just look absolutely fantastic. The accessories are cool. I mean, just great figures. If you have a chance to get these at a decent price, I mean, I wouldn't go nuts and pay the $300 some people want on eBay, but if you can find it at a price that you're comfortable with, I mean, I would totally go for it, because it's just such a nice set, guys. I mean, the things you get, I mean, how cool is that? Actually, let me demonstrate that. Because I had it in the beginning of the video when they were rotating. Gotta find out which one it is. There you see right here, this part pegs off, and then you can just kind of peg that in there like so, and there you go. You got Michelangelo spinning his nunchuck. I mean, it doesn't get much cooler than that. Very nice set, guys. You get an awesome box that comes with it that could be a display in itself. You get a bunch of hands options. You got great articulation, so there's just tons and tons of posing that can be done. Just an awesome set. And these guys measure out to be right about 5 inches. 5 inches tall. So they are a little bit on the shorter side, which is good because they are Ninja Turtles. But I mean, just great set. But that's my review of the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game set. Great figures, guys. Great set. Highly recommended if you guys can pick these up, man. They're just awesome and a great addition to your collection, especially if you're a Turtle fan. But that's the review, guys. I will see you guys on the next review. Have a great night.